Imagine two friends, same city, same job, same salary. 10 years later, one of them owns a home, has investments growing quietly in the background, and sleeps well at night. The other one is still living paycheck to paycheck, wondering where all the money went, even though he got 3 raises since then. Same income, completely different lives. What happened? It wasn't luck. It wasn't crypto. It wasn't some secret investment strategy only rich people know about. It was one decision. A decision so ordinary, so easy to overlook that most people make it without even realizing it. And they keep making it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that decision is, and more importantly, how to stop making it before it quietly destroys your financial future. Here's what most people believe about money. They think the problem is that they don't earn enough. If they could just get a raise, land a better job, or finally start that side hustle, then they'd be fine. Then they'd start saving. Then things would change. So they wait. And while they're waiting, something interesting happens. Their lifestyle quietly expands to match whatever they earn. A little upgrade here, a nicer apartment there, a subscription they forgot about, a habit of eating out because, well, they deserve it after a long week. Economists have a name for this. They call it lifestyle inflation. But honestly, that name makes it sound too academic, too distant, like something that happens to other people. Let's call it what it actually is. The slow leak that you don't feel it, you don't see it leaving, but month after month, year after year, money flows out just as fast as it flows in. And the gap, the space between what you earn and what you keep, never grows. That gap is where wealth lives, and most people never create it. So what is the one financial decision that ruins everything? It's the decision to spend first and save whatever's left. That's it. That's the whole thing. It sounds almost too simple, but stay with me because the psychology behind this is where it gets really interesting. When you get paid, your brain treats that money as available, all of it. And available money has a way of disappearing. There's always something that needs it. An unexpected bill, a friend's birthday dinner, a sale that feels like it would be irresponsible. And so by the end of the month, you tell yourself you'll save next month, when things are less hectic, when you have a little more breathing room. Next month becomes next year. Next year becomes a decade. Here's a simple example. Let's say you earn $2,000 a month. You spend $1,800 and plan to save the remaining $200. But something always comes up. The car needs work, the electricity bill spikes. You end up saving $50 or nothing at all. The moment your salary hits your account, you automatically move $300 into a separate savings or investment account. Then you live on what's left. You adjust. You figure it out. Because humans are remarkably good at adapting to constraints when they... That's not just a budgeting tip. That's behavioral psychology working in your favor instead of against you. The principle is called paying yourself first, and it's one of the oldest, most proven ideas in personal finance. The reason it works isn't complicated. It removes the decision entirely. You don't have to choose between saving and spending every month. The saving happens before you even have a chance to spend it. Here's the deeper truth that most financial advice skips over. We like to think of our financial decisions as rational. We tell ourselves we'll be disciplined, we'll track every expense, we'll cut back on the things that don't matter. But our brains aren't wired for delayed gratification. They're wired for now. There's a concept in psychology called present bias. It means we naturally give more weight to what's happening today than what will happen 5 or 10 years from now. The pleasure of buying something today feels real and immediate. The benefit of saving for the future feels abstract and far away. This is why people know they should save, but don't. It's not stupidity, it's biology. Think of it like this. Imagine you're holding a warm slice of pizza in one hand and a photograph of a healthy salad you might eat next week. Your brain will almost always choose the pizza, not because you're weak, because the pizza is real and present and the salad is just an idea. Money works the same way. The solution isn't to fight your psychology. That's a battle you'll lose most of the time. The solution is to design your environment so the right decision happens automatically before your present bias gets a chance to kick in. When saving is automatic, you never feel like you're sacrificing. You simply live on what's available. Over time, you stop noticing the difference, but your future self notices, because that money is sitting somewhere quietly compounding, growing, building a version of your life that your present self doesn't even fully believe is possible yet. There's another layer here that's worth saying out loud. Most people think wealth is built through one big moment, a windfall, a viral business, a lucky investment, and sometimes that happens. But for the vast majority of people who actually build real financial stability, it comes from consistency, from protecting that gap between income and spending month after month, year after year, until time and compound growth do the heavy lifting for them. The friend from the beginning of this video, the one who ended up with investments and a home, didn't earn more. He just made sure money moved into savings before he had a chance to spend it. That was his edge, a simple system that made the right behavior the easy behavior. So what can you actually do starting today? First, decide on a percentage of your income to pay yourself first. It doesn't have to be massive. Even 10% is a start. The number matters less than the habit. Second, automate it. Set up an automatic transfer that moves that money out of your main account the same day your salary arrives. Make it invisible. Make it effortless. Third, open a separate account for this money. Not your everyday account, not somewhere you can easily dip into. Somewhere slightly removed. A savings account, an investment account, a retirement fund. The physical separation matters more than you think. And fourth, resist the urge to increase your lifestyle every time your income increases. When you get a raise, let a portion of that raise go directly toward building wealth before your brain decides it needs a bigger apartment or a newer phone. These aren't radical ideas, they're boring, and that's exactly why they work. Boring and consistent beats exciting and inconsistent every single time when it comes to building financial security. Here's the thought I want to leave you with. Every month, you make a quiet decision about who you're prioritizing, your present self or your future self. When you spend first and save what's left, you're voting for today. When you save first and live on the rest, you're investing in who you'll eventually become. The one financial decision that ruins most futures isn't dramatic. It's not a bad investment or a failed business. It's the small, silent monthly choice to put yourself last. Your future self can't send you a message. They can't beg you to make different choices today. They're just sitting there, waiting, hoping that somewhere along the way you decided they were worth protecting. Start paying yourself first, not someday, this month, because someday has a way of never arriving, and your future is entirely built out of the decisions